The last time we saw them Alabama State Hornets, they were beating the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils to secure their 5th straight SWAC title. Alabama State is currently 12-0 on the season, and now they have one more hill to climb. In Phoenix, Arizona, down in the desert, well, actually Tempe, Arizona, there's going to be a national championship game. They're battling for the crystal ball, the number 1 team in the country out of the SEC, the LSU Tigers. And this is a team that is very formidable. They just defeated the Florida Gators, who were just ranked the number 1 team in the country. So let's take a look at how both teams got to this point. You saw Alabama State beat Georgia Tech at home, then beat Oregon State in a thriller, Alcorn State at home. Then they took care of Florida A&M straight, put them in a spliff. Go down to Daytona Beach to beat Bethune-Cookman 52-17. A win over Texas Southern that was greedy. They beat Southern and beat them big in the second half. Roll all over Alabama A&M in the Magic City Classic. They squeaked by Jackson State. Then they beat Grambling State in Grambling at Eddie Robinson Stadium. And then finally, the season finale versus Wisconsin. A bye week, another bye week. And then the SWAC championship game in Detroit versus the Mississippi Valley State Delta Devils. So let's go over to LSU schedule. Look at this right here. They beat Wyoming. Then they go down to Orlando and defeat the Central Florida Golden Knights. Dang, they went 4-7 on the season. A bye week. Then they play Tennessee and lose to them 35-21. First L of the season. Take care of Mississippi State, beat them by 30. Take care of Vanderbilt in Nashville. Vanderbilt finished at 5-6. Then they actually lost to Florida in Gainesville, 45-14. They got beat pretty bad too. Then they beat Auburn at the Plains, 35-28. Dang, Auburn's 2-9. 2-9. Another bye week. Then they beat Notre Dame, a team that just continues to just decline throughout the series. They beat Alabama in Baton Rouge. They beat Ole Miss 44-30. At this point, I'm sure they secured the SEC West. And then they beat Arkansas, the battle for the Golden Boot. And then, of course, they defeat Florida in a game which the defense had 8 turnovers. And now they're going to Arizona to take on the Alabama State Hornets. Now this LSU defense is dangerous. They not only have Ronnie Thomas, the impact player, but they got Fred Jones, a middle linebacker that is 92 overall. Now one thing about this defense, they will force turnovers. They are ball hawks no matter if it's at the linebacker position or in the secondary. This defense is full of ball hawks and people that can just fly to the ball no matter where it is. Look at this pick right here. That's Ronnie Thomas right there, the impact player at outside linebacker. This is a very dangerous defense, and we're just talking about the linebackers. Now let's go to the secondary. They got this cat named Cedric Stallings. Then they got Walton and Bly. They got Robert Rucker at the free safety position. They're just as dangerous as these linebackers. A no-fly zone to be exact. You saw how Florida did in the SEC championship game in Atlanta, and now we have to be on the lookout for that. For we have one of the best passing offenses in the country. Now, Trey Tyler is coming into this game with only, 9 interceptions on the season? But he better watch out for Cedric Stallings and the rest of this secondary. Because if he get caught slipping, they will pick the ball off and they will run it back for a pick 6. Look at that right there. 6 interceptions on the Florida Gators. There's no telling what they did throughout the rest of the season before this game. So this defense is probably I believe it's a top 12 defense. I believe they're ranked number 11 in the country as far as defense, or was that offense? I forgot. It was either 11 offense or 14 defense. On the offensive side of the ball, you have John Green, a guy that is a 97 overall. Now, he is dangerous not only on the ground, but in the air. This is a team that likes to run the option. They like to mix things up. Look at A.J. Morris right here. He's going to be hell. You can tell that he's a balanced running back. 6'1", 201, 95 overall with 88 speed. The wide receivers can be dangerous, but the strength of this team is running the football. There's no question about that. Dwight Henderson, though, Brad Anderson has a job on his hands. As you see John Green throw this touchdown pass right here to one of his wide receivers. He has great blocking up front. This offensive line is one of the best in the nation. Now this offensive line can run block and they can pass block. Very dangerous combo considering we're not that great at stopping the run, but we are pretty good at stopping the pass. So if we can somehow get aggressive up front, fill up the gaps, and somehow get the John Green, then we can somehow have a chance to win this game. If we're talking about winning this game, we must match their speed, we must match their physicality, we must match their power and strength. A lot of people are overlooking us in this game despite the fact that we are the national champions. They cannot fathom the fact that a SWAT team still won the national championship. So the stage is set. Alabama State returns to the national championship game for the second consecutive year. And for the second straight season, they're overlooked for being the #1 team in the country going into this game. Can Trey Tyler have the game of his life? Can Brad Anderson shut down their best wide receiver in Henderson and somehow leave him the no catches? The Heisman Trophy winner Don Robbie Smith, will he go off in this game? Will he lift his team to victory at the win of the Biletnikoff as well as the Heisman Trophy? We're looking for him to have a big game versus this LSU defense. What about the rest of the offense? Can they turn up as well? Can Leon Henderson somehow get into the end zone? Can we be physical up front on offense and defense? Will the defense finally stop the run offense of any team? Will there be another celebration in Montgomery, Alabama? Can we somehow overcome the odds, overcome all the doubt, and repeat as national champions? Will there be a dynasty going on in Montgomery, Alabama? Will Scott Jordan stop dropping passes? Will Ryan Thompson finally wake up as well as he's been dropping passes? Can we finally turn up on defense? Please, just one time, defense, stop the run. So join us next time, ladies and gentlemen. The stage is set once again. We're going down to the desert, Tempe, Arizona, on the campus of Arizona State University. The Oklahoma Sooners were a big challenge in last year's national championship game, but can we once again beat another big dog? So here we go. We're taking on the LSU Tigers down in Tempe, Arizona, in the Arizona Cardinals' old stadium. Join us, will you? We'll hope to see you there. Peace.